Have you ever wondered how much time you really have left once you pass 70? Every year becomes more precious, and whether you thrive or struggle in your later years isn't just luck. It's written in the signs your body is already showing you. Some people in their 70s move with energy, think with clarity, and enjoy life to the fullest. Others, however, feel their strength fading, facing constant fatigue and health challenges. What makes the difference? It often comes down to a few key signals, subtle but powerful indicators that can reveal how long and how well you might live. In this video, we'll uncover 7 crucial signs that offer a glimpse into your future health and longevity. These aren't just myths or wishful thinking. They're backed by research and real-life patterns observed in people who live long, vibrant lives. By the end of this video, you'll not only recognize these signs in yourself, but you'll also learn what steps you can take right now to improve your chances of living a longer, healthier life. Stay with me until the end because some of these signs might surprise you, and the smallest adjustments could make the biggest difference. Now let's dive in. Sign 1. Your walking speed. Would you believe that one of the strongest clues about how long you'll live after 70 isn't in your genetics, medical history, or even your diet? Instead, it's hidden in something incredibly simple: the way you walk. Research has shown that people who maintain a steady, brisk walking pace in their 70s tend to live longer and healthier lives than those who slow down significantly. That's because walking speed is directly linked to overall health, including muscle strength, cardiovascular fitness, balance, and even brain function. The way you move can be a powerful reflection of how well your body is holding up as you age. Take 2 men, Henry and Albert, both 76 years old. Henry has always been an active person. Every morning he puts on his walking shoes and heads outside. His steps are strong and confident, his movements fluid and balanced. He crosses streets without hesitation, climbs stairs with ease, and enjoys long walks with his wife. His body stays engaged, and so does his mind. Albert, on the other hand, has slowed down significantly over the past few years. Walking to the store tires him out, and he often pauses to catch his breath. Stairs feel like an uphill battle, and sometimes he even feels unsteady on his feet. When crossing the street, he feels the pressure of the signal counting down. His legs just don't move as fast as they used to. At first, it might seem like a normal part of aging, but studies suggest otherwise. A slowing gait can be a warning sign of underlying issues such as muscle weakness, poor circulation, or even early neurological decline. Some research even indicates that walking speed can predict future health risks better than some medical tests. Your legs are your foundation, and when they start to weaken, so does your overall resilience. A strong, steady stride is a sign that your heart is pumping well, your muscles are engaged, and your brain is actively coordinating movement. The good news? You can improve it. If you've noticed yourself slowing down, don't ignore it. Take action. Walk more, even if it's just short daily strolls. Strengthen your legs with simple exercises like squats, leg lifts, or calf raises. Work on balance exercises to stay steady on your feet. The sooner you take steps to maintain your walking speed, the longer and healthier your future can be. So, pay attention to your pace. Are you moving through life with strength and purpose, or have you unknowingly started to slow down? Because how fast you move, literally, can determine how long you'll keep moving at all. Sign 2. Your grip strength. Believe it or not, the strength of your handshake might reveal more about your future health and longevity than you think. Research shows that grip strength is one of the clearest indicators of overall vitality in older adults. A firm, steady grip isn't just about having strong hands, it reflects good muscle health, proper circulation, and a well-functioning nervous system. On the flip side, a weak or declining grip can be an early warning sign of muscle loss, frailty, and even a higher risk of serious health complications. Take George and Leonard, both 78 years old. George has always taken pride in his strong handshake. He stays active, lifts light weights, and never struggles with simple tasks like opening jars or carrying grocery bags. His grip is firm, his movements are steady, and his strength allows him to stay independent and active. Leonard, however, started noticing something different. At first it was small things, struggling to twist the cap off a bottle or feeling his fingers tire when carrying a shopping bag. He brushed it off as normal aging, not realizing that his declining grip strength was actually a warning sign. His muscles were shrinking, and with that loss of strength came an increased risk of falls, injuries, and even a shorter life expectancy. Your hands are a mirror of your overall muscle health. If your grip is weakening, chances are so is the rest of your body. And as muscle strength fades, daily activities become more challenging, independence slips away, and resilience declines. But here's the good news. You can rebuild your grip strength and protect your future. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grippers, or carrying light weights can strengthen your grip and keep your muscles strong. The key is to start now, because the sooner you work on maintaining your strength, the longer you can hold on to your health, mobility, and independence. So, take a moment and test your grip. If shaking hands feels weaker than before, or if once simple tasks now seem more difficult, don't ignore it. Because how well you hold on to things today might just determine how well you hold on to life in the years to come. Sign 3. Your ability to stand on one leg balance. It's not something most people think about until they start losing it. But what if I told you that your ability to stand on one leg for just 10 seconds could be one of the strongest predictors of how long you'll live? Research has shown that people who struggle with balance are at a higher risk of falls, injuries, and even cognitive decline. On the other hand, those who can maintain their balance well into their 70s and beyond tend to live longer, healthier lives. Take Eleanor and Margaret, both 72 years old. Eleanor has always been mindful of her movement. She takes daily walks, practices yoga, and has no trouble lifting one foot off the ground for several seconds without wobbling. Her body is strong, her coordination is sharp, and her confidence is high. Margaret, however, hasn't paid much attention to her balance over the years. When she tries to stand on one leg, she starts tipping over immediately, reaching out for support. She doesn't think much of it, assuming it's just a part of aging, but what she doesn't realize is that this loss of balance is a warning sign. It's not just about coordination, it's a signal that her muscle strength, nervous system, and even brain function may be declining. Good balance is built on strong legs, a sharp nervous system, and an active brain. If you notice yourself stumbling more often, feeling unsteady when turning quickly, or needing to grab onto walls or furniture for support, it's time to take action before it leads to something more serious. The best part? Balance can be improved. Simple exercises like standing on one foot for a few seconds each day, walking heel to toe, or practicing light Tai Chi can help you rebuild stability and confidence. Try this test right now. Stand up and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without struggling? If not, don't panic, but don't ignore it either, because the more you work on your balance today, the stronger, steadier, and healthier you'll be for the years ahead. Sign 4. Your sleeping patterns. How well you sleep at night says more about your future health and longevity than you might realize. Sleep isn't just about rest. It's the time when your body repairs itself, strengthens the immune system, and clears toxins from the brain. Studies show that people over 70 who maintain consistent, high-quality sleep tend to live longer and healthier lives. On the other hand, those who struggle with poor sleep face a higher risk of memory decline, heart disease, and weakened immunity. Take Arthur and James, both in their mid-70s. Arthur follows a steady bedtime routine, gets around 7 hours of quality sleep, and wakes up refreshed and energized. His body has time to recover, his brain stays sharp, and his energy levels remain steady throughout the day. James, however, has a different story. He spends his nights tossing and turning, waking up multiple times and sometimes struggling to fall asleep at all. Over time, his sleep deprivation starts taking a toll. He experiences brain fog, daytime fatigue, mood swings, and even fluctuations in his blood pressure. What James doesn't realize is that his restless nights are slowly affecting his long-term health and lifespan. If you wake up frequently, have trouble staying asleep, or feel exhausted even after spending hours in bed, don't brush it off. Your body is sending you a message. Poor sleep can be linked to many factors including stress, poor diet, lack of physical activity, or even undiagnosed health conditions like sleep apnea. The good news? You can improve your sleep quality. Simple changes, like reducing screen time before bed, sticking to a regular sleep schedule, getting morning sunlight, avoiding heavy meals late at night, and creating a relaxing bedtime routine can make a huge difference. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's about keeping your body and mind performing at their best. So tonight, pay attention to how you sleep. If you wake up feeling drained, struggle to stay asleep, or notice your sleep has changed over the years, it's time to take action. Because how well you rest today might just determine how strong, sharp, and healthy you stay in the years ahead. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits. The way you eat after 70 is one of the strongest indicators of how long you might live. A healthy appetite and a well-balanced diet keep your body strong, immune system resilient, and energy levels high. But a sudden loss of appetite or poor eating habits can be an early warning sign of underlying health issues, potentially accelerating aging and increasing the risk of frailty and illness. Take Eleanor and Joyce, both 74 years old. Eleanor enjoys her meals, eats a variety of fresh, whole foods, and maintains a steady weight. She looks forward to preparing her own meals, making sure she gets enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep her body strong and her mind sharp. As a result, she stays active, energized, and independent. Joyce, however, has noticed that she isn't as hungry as she used to be. She often skips meals, relies on processed foods, and has unintentionally lost weight over the past year. She assumes it's just a part of getting older, but what she doesn't realize is that her declining appetite is a red flag. Her body may not be absorbing nutrients properly, which can lead to muscle weakness, slowed metabolism, and a weakened immune system. A shrinking appetite in older adults isn't something to ignore. It's often linked to digestive issues, hormonal changes, or even early signs of cognitive decline. And when you don't eat enough, your body starts breaking down muscle for energy, leading to frailty, increased fall risk, and a higher chance of illness. If you've noticed changes in your eating habits, whether it's feeling full too quickly, losing interest in food, or experiencing unexpected weight loss, it's time to take action. Eating well after 70 isn't just about staying full, it's about fueling your body with the nutrients it needs to function properly. So, focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods, stay hydrated, and don't ignore a declining appetite. It could be your body's way of telling you something important. Ask yourself, are you still enjoying your meals? Are you getting enough nutrients to keep your body strong? Or have you noticed a decline in your appetite and energy levels? Because the way you eat today has a direct impact on how strong, independent, and healthy you'll be in the years ahead. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. How you handle stress after 70 can tell you a lot about how long you'll live. Chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood, it weakens your immune system, raises your risk of heart disease, and even accelerates aging. But those who learn how to manage stress effectively tend to stay healthier, more active, and mentally sharp well into their later years. Take George and Leonard, both 76 years old. George faces life's challenges like anyone else. Unexpected expenses, health concerns, family issues, but he has developed ways to cope with stress without letting it consume him. He practices deep breathing, stays socially engaged, and focuses on solutions instead of dwelling on problems. Because of this, his mind stays clear, his body stays resilient, and his energy remains steady. Leonard, on the other hand, has a different response to stress. He tends to hold on to worry, constantly feeling overwhelmed by things outside his control. Small frustrations pile up, and he often finds himself stuck in negative thought patterns. Over time, this constant stress wears on his body. His blood pressure rises, his sleep suffers, and his energy levels drop. What Leonard doesn't realize is that long-term stress triggers inflammation, which has been linked to nearly every major age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart conditions. If you often feel tense, irritable, or emotionally drained, don't ignore it. Finding ways to manage stress through mindfulness, movement, deep breathing, or even laughter can add years to your life. Stress is unavoidable, but the way you handle it makes all the difference. So ask yourself, when challenges arise, do you adapt and move forward, or do you hold on to worry and let stress take control? Your ability to stay calm, find solutions, and focus on what you can control isn't just good for your mind. It's a key factor in how long and how well you live. Sign 7. Your social connections. The strength of your relationships is one of the most powerful predictors of how long you'll live after 70. Numerous studies have shown that people with strong social ties, whether through friendships, family, or community engagement, tend to live longer, healthier, and happier lives. On the other hand, loneliness has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. Think about Dorothy and Irene, both 78 years old. Dorothy has a vibrant social life. She regularly catches up with friends, is part of a local gardening club, and loves spending weekends with her grandchildren. She laughs often, shares stories, and feels a deep sense of belonging. These connections keep her mind sharp, her heart light, and her body resilient. Irene, however, experiences a different reality. Over the years, she has lost touch with many friends, and though she has family, she hesitates to reach out, not wanting to feel like a burden. Days turn into weeks of quiet solitude, and slowly her mood declines. She watches television for company, but deep inside, she feels a growing sense of isolation. What Irene doesn't realize is that this lack of social connection isn't just affecting her emotions, it's impacting her physical health as well. Human connection isn't just about company. It directly influences overall well-being. Engaging in conversations, sharing laughter, and feeling a sense of purpose stimulate the brain, reduce stress, and even strengthen the immune system. When you interact with others, your body releases chemicals that promote healing and longevity. So ask yourself, are you staying connected? If you've been avoiding phone calls, skipping social gatherings, or spending too much time alone, it's time to make a change. Rekindling an old friendship, joining a group, or simply making an effort to have meaningful conversations can bring unexpected joy and add years to your life. Because the relationships you nurture today don't just bring happiness, they help ensure a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life in the years ahead. Now that you know these 7 key signs, take a moment to reflect. Are you moving through life with strength and confidence, or have you noticed subtle changes that might be warning signs? The good news is, you have the power to improve most of these factors, whether it's your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, or social connections. Your future isn't set in stone. The choices you make today can have a huge impact on how many healthy, vibrant years you have ahead of you. If you've recognized areas where you need to improve, don't wait until a doctor tells you it's time for a change. Start now. Take more walks, strengthen your muscles, prioritize good sleep, stay socially connected, and find ways to manage stress. Because the goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better. After all, longevity isn't just about the number of years you have left, but the quality of life you experience in those years. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your thoughts matter to us, and we always appreciate your insights. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with others. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.